Hello, everybody. Today I'd like to talk about parental alienation and fear. Parental alienation, as we all know, is the situation where a child, after the divorce of its parents, finds it so difficult to have both parents in its life that it rejects one parent. And parental alienation, the rejection of a parent, always has to do with really silly reasons, like we always eat French fries at the home of my father or at the home of my mother, and that's why I don't want to see my father or my mother anymore. Whereas when the father is being rejected, he will say, I had a perfect bonding with this child. The same goes for the mother. If the mother is being rejected, it will say, we had a perfect bonding. Then how are parental alienation, PA, and fear intertwined? Fear goes really hand in hand with all parties involved. The alienating parent, the preferred parent, feels fear. Why? What is the reason of this fear? Sometimes a parent can have secrets, perhaps secrets of the past, when the parent was a young person still, or perhaps secrets in the relationship. Perhaps the parent does not want the child to know the secrets. Perhaps the parent is afraid that the other parent will tell the secrets to the child. Another fear that the preferred parent may have is the response of the rejected parent. Perhaps this parent will be angry and will confront the parent that is trying to manipulate the child. Or perhaps in the relationship there has been violence and the parent fears the other parent. It may also be that the parent is afraid that the other parent finds out that at home it's not so well as the parent would like everyone to believe. Because we all know that when a child is in the situation of parental alienation, it starts showing typical behavior. And it's not easy to regulate that behavior also at home of the preferred parent. And another fear that this parent may have is the fear of being left alone, the fear that the child may prefer the other parent and that this parent will become rejected itself. And last but not least, control may be something that is in all the behaviors of the preferred child. Preferred parent, my apologies, an issue, controlling the child, controlling the situation, controlling the life. So also control and the fear that comes with control may be something that's underlying the problems. But also the alienated parent, the rejected parent, fears. And these fears are not so very different from the fears of the preferred parent. Also, this parent may feel that there are secrets, that there are things that the parent must not know. Don't tell your father that this or that. Don't tell your mother this or that. So this parent becomes more and more excluded of the important situations in the life of the child. But also it may be so that these secrets that are kept from this rejected parent are well known in the social, in the friends or in the family situation of this rejected parent, and everybody hushes. This parent is also fearful of the reactions of the preferred parent. Will this parent be angry? Will this parent go to court, for instance, again to try and stop the visitation right? The parent may feel fear for the child. Fear that a child is not well taken care of at the home of the preferred parent, perhaps even abused. And also this parent may feel the fear of being left alone, of losing the one thing that you love dearest, your children. And also this parent loses control over everything, over the situation, over the children, over the well-being of the children, over his or her own life. So fear and control. And then looking at the child. And the child is, of course, all we want to take care of. All our focus should be on. And also this child experiences fear. Why? Perhaps this child is being taught that it has to keep secrets from the rejected parent. Secrets that are in the life of the preferred parent and the child. Don't tell your father that you have to go to hospital. Don't tell your mother that we're going to Walt Disney World. The child may fear that the parents will quarrel, that the parents will start a fight over the child. And the child does not want to experience again the stress of the parents fighting. The child may also fear that the rejected parent may become angry. Angry because the child may have said some things that are not completely true. Angry because the child says, I don't want to see you anymore. I'm afraid of you. Angry for retaliation. And the child will fear the same the parents feel. Perhaps I'm going to be abandoned and nobody loves me if I don't take sides with the preferred parent. And the child loses control of its own life, control of its own happiness, control of its own future. And I already said something about the child saying things about the rejected parent that may not be completely true. Maybe a fib. And the child becomes, when it tells those fibs, gets into a jam. I call this jam fibs, fear. A little white lie told about the rejected parent. I hate you. I hate my stepmother. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid that you will abuse me. Little white lies told out of love for the preferred parent. Told because like this, it perhaps can secure the love of the preferred parent. And while it tells those lies, the deeper and deeper it gets into the jam. Because if those lies are being found out, those fibs, not lies, because lies is a hard word, but fibs, if those fibs are becoming found out, what will the parent say? Will it punish the child? How difficult it becomes for the child to tell the truth, and it will turn into fantasy or fiction, because that may ensure the love of the preferred parent. And then it gets deeper in the jam. And it may start telling big lies. Lies like I am being abused. Lies like my father hits me, or my mother is an alcoholic. And then the fear becomes tremendously big. Fear for retaliation. What if it's going to be found out that a child has told not the truth, but something apart from the truth? It will feel shame. How can a child face itself when it's telling things that didn't happen? And what do you think about the fear for the judge? If this information that the child has given has meant that the judge made a ruling based on untruth, so for the child, nothing left but to erase the one parent that it probably loves very, very deep inside, but cannot show anymore. But when it shows its love for this child, all the fear will be stronger than the love. And how can we help? How can we help both parents with fear, and especially the child? We must understand. We must understand that this fear plays a role. We must name it. And we must open our hearts for the fear and express that we understand that the child fears telling the truth, but that all children in a situation like this, all children tell fibs. I thank you very much for your attention, and I hope that this talk will help you helping children that are being alienated.